Boy, what a great day.
You see the smile?
You see this smile?
This is a smile of disbelief.
Yep.
This is a smile of what the hell is happening right now. I almost feel like while I've been watching this game, I feel like the night I lost my virginity. Like, this is multiple times I'm saying to myself, this is happening. Holy hell, this is actually happening, right? Like, this is going to happen. We are going to beat the Arizona Cardinals right here in Detroit, home game.
And who called it?
You did call it. You did text me.
Damn sure it wasn't me.
We have special guests joining us on today's show. Welcome. My name is Stick. This is Anson Wells.
Who's that deep voice belong to?
The beautiful, silky sounds of Braylon Edwards joining us for the postgame show.
What's going on, fellas? How you guys doing?
Doing well. We're live at the Brass Rail. This is where we do every postgame. Yeah. This is your first postgame with us?
It is. So literally, I come down here. I do Tin Roof. Shout out to Tin Roof. Appreciate the love that you give Woodward Sports. I do that every home game. And I've never got a chance to get to Brass Rail after, because I'm usually after when the game starts.
Right.
I have, maybe a beer after the show, and then boom, I'll go home. It's Sunday. You want your Sunday. But I went to the game today, and I was here, and and I heard you, Stick. You said this is like the Lion. This is like when you lost your virginity.
It is, man. I can't believe it's happening.
Then that means the girl that you lost your virginity to was a 10. Because the Arizona Cardinals are at 10.
Yeah.
And no pun intended, because they have 10 and wins. They're now 10-4. They're going to lose this game. That's a heck of a virginity to lose to, man. And it just shows you.
It feels good. It feels great. It's over too fast, just like when I lost my virginity. Like, I want this to last all day. I want this feeling all day long. And it's not even officially over yet.
Right. And with the Detroit Lions, you got to be careful. You never know.
Yeah, we're live from the Brass Rail for the 2-minute warning. I believe we're right at the 2-minute warning right now.
Thank you for saying that, though, Braylon, because it is not over yet. This is the Lions.
Right.
And we still got an empty bucket here. We're waiting.
Yeah, we're waiting
to fill it.
We're waiting, because it's almost like the disbelief factor. Like, holy hell. Like, I don't know anybody who bet on the Lions. I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody who even...
Well, the one
DJ
thing...
Q? DJ Q, you bet on him, or who did?
And somebody else. The one thing I will say is I disagree, because the Lions are the number 2 team in the NFL against the spread. And that's one thing that they do really well. I've learned about that through our sports show.
Watch pounding the table there. You're shaking the cameras.
Pounding the table.
He's excited, man. I get it. I get it.
It's just
There's
fun.
a minute 53 left. The Cardinals have the ball. The Lions are up 30-12. 30-12.
Who the hell thought they could score more than 17 points, let alone 30 against the Cardinals?
And shut out the Cardinals in the first half. That was the crazy part. To me, the defense set the tone for the entire game.
The crazy part for me today was when Jared Goff came back into the game after getting injured, and the whole place cheered for him.
They should.
They should have. Absolutely. He's been awesome today.
It's either that or Tim Boyle, and you saw what that got us. Like, I'll never understand rooting against your guy. He's our guy. Whether you like it or not, he's our guy. So cheer for him. Get his ass out on the field.
I think a good thing about it, too, is you saw the jubilation as it relates to the win. The first win the Lions did get against the Vikings. You saw that locker room. You saw that sideline.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think the fans in Detroit were reminded, like, hey, these guys are going in Allen Park every day of the week, man. They're working. They're trying to get better. They're trying to win games.
They're professionals.
They're not practicing to lose games. They're practicing to win games. And so now you see it. Now you're excited. And I think that's why you're seeing it's more people at this game than it was the last game, and the game before that, and the game before that. The Detroit fan base loves, it's like blue-collar cities. You love when you know someone's working. And you can see the defense has been working all year. Yep. Now you see the offense, defense, and coaching staff working. Gotta love it.
Yeah, well, there's 50 seconds left. Lions are still up 30-12. Colt McCoy's in the game.
Are we popping something?
They took Kyler Murray out at double zeros. We're definitely going to be popping something.
Alrighty.
And I think this got to be the new routine, right? Like, I got to eat at the same spot I ate today. I got to wear the same thing.
I got to go to the Lions game.
You got to go to the Lions game and then come here.
You want to know what my last Lions game was?
Was it a victory?
Matt Patricia beat his old team, and who was that?
The New England Patriots.
I went to that Patriots game. That was my last game.
Then you got to go to more.
Unexpected W there.
And I think Choff is at the game too, so he's 2-0.
Yes, he is 2-0.
I got people texting me right now. I'm dumbfounded, and that's what me and Sawyer were saying to each other. Like, wait, what are we watching?
No, don't be dumbfounded.
32 seconds left.
Have some faith in this coach, because you don't see winless teams turn their season around the way the Lions have over the last month. This is a very resilient, motivated team, and that has a lot to speak towards the coach.
I will give you that, but at the same time, I do understand the dumbfounded contextual message, and this is because the Cardinals they're tied for the best record in the NFL. They lost a very tough game against the Rams on Monday night. You knew that the Rams were going to, not the Rams, you knew the Cardinals were going to come into this game. They were going to be upset. They were going to try to take out all their frustrations, insert Tracy's out at safety, and they passed the ball well. Insert whatever else you want to insert. They played well. They were going to come in and dominate. Meanwhile, they didn't. The Detroit Lions said, "The hell with everything. Yeah. We want this win more than you. We want to go into the holiday season with the jingle bells under our tree."
Yeah, we dominated the first half of play. They came out and in my opinion, the Cardinals dominated the third quarter. But the score was 7-6 in the third quarter. We came out on top.
This is true.
And seeing that happen to the Cardinals as a whole, they seemed shell-shocked and unable to come back from what we put on them.
3,
it's 14-2.
2, 1. It is official, baby. The Lions have beat the Arizona Cardinals.
Baby.
Let's pop the bottles right here at Fresh Rail. This is where the after party is. Welcome. This is how we do it when the Lions win, baby. Hear the horns going off. Woo!
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
It feels good. I didn't think we were going to pop 2 in 1 month.
Oh, man. You know what? We should just make this a habit, because then when they're winning like 10 games a year.
I can't wait till.
I'm afraid for this one.
I can't wait till we no longer have to pop bottles.
You know what?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I've been popping bottles for every Lion victory I've ever seen.
Expected. Looking forward to these wins being expected soon.
Heck of a win, man.
Oh, man.
Really a great win.
Heck of a win, and it wasn't the Chicago Bears.
Let's go, baby!
You know, it wasn't the Jacksonville Jaguars. It wasn't the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
It was the Arizona Cardinals, who have the #1 record. Used to have the #1 record in the NFL.
And you know what it was? It was a dominant win. It was a front-to-back win, dominating the entire game. And they came out like they did against Los Angeles. You know, they scored, then they tried the onside kick. They didn't get the onside kick, but where is that aggressiveness when we're playing shitty teams?
Hey, Stick,
that's what I want.
Hey, Stick, it's okay to say it. The Lions came out and kicked the ass of the Arizona Cardinals.
That's right, they
It's okay to say that.
Unexpected, but absolutely wonderful day here.
Yeah.
Beautiful Sunday down at the Brass Rail, downtown
man,
Detroit.
This place about to be popping.
It is. They're already filing
I'm also going to the, hey, you know what?
Piston game?
Yeah, I'm going to the Pistons game.
Ooh,
So I'm like, you know what? The Lions played the Arizona Cardinals, who you just knew the Arizona Cardinals were going to win. The Pistons are playing the Miami Heat, who's third in the East, so you would think that maybe the Pistons win too.
It's time for a W. What have we done? 14 straight, I think? Ooh, and it is.
I hit your phone, I think.
I think it did too.
Maybe the Pistons win too. Hey, if they go 2-0, that means from
watch
now
the
on.
table, Braylon.
I just got a big elbow.
He's a big man.
I know you're shaking the whole damn camera.
So I know this guy doesn't want to talk about it, but I got to bring it up real quick.
No, we'll get into this Michigan State stuff later. Right now, Detroit Lions.
It's not about Michigan or State. It's about the Detroit Lions right now.
Yes, sir.
It's all about Detroit. Let's keep all the focus on them.
Shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now. We got Justin, we got Predator, we got Mike G, we got Ryan.
Mike G is always there.
Mike G is the man.
Mike G is always. Mike G and Jenna are 1 and 2 fans. Got to show some love to Mike G and Jenna. And Jenna came to the studio on Friday for Stuff for Studio. Thank you, Jenna. Mike G, we appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, Jenna's always representing Jeff in there. Guys, what did you think of the game? Did anybody else think this was going to happen today? And you know what? Before I sip this, I want to address the people that are talking about fucking up the draft and how this messes things up for us.
Oh, this must not be going on the radio.
No,
okay,
no.
I'm drop some F-bombs too. Let's go. I'm ready.
No, the people that, because I already know the people that are going, we messed up our draft pick. Now we're going to be picking second or third.
Third.
Listen, okay, who cares? Just get the right guy at number 3. We picked 7 this year. We got the right guy.
Technically, we'll be 2.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because they played each other today.
They play each other today, and then it goes
Texas
down. And so everybody.
And that's fine. And what's the conversation? Everybody wants to know. Do you want Hutchinson?
It goes down to conference wins.
Do you want Hutchinson or Thibodeau? Hutchinson or Thibodeau?
That tie is going to be huge. The tie is going to be huge at the end of the season in terms of where we stack up in the draft next season.
Yeah, we'll be 2. You're right. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the more important thing for me in this regime is getting a couple wins and understanding how to win instead of just putting all of our hopes on somebody like Hutchinson next year.
There you go.
Why not?
Why not?
And we're still going to be picking in the top 5. There's some great. There it is. There's some great guys down there. I'll take a small sip, just for?
Oh, it's just a touch.
I
Just a
Ubered,
touch.
so we're good.
Yeah, you're good. No, but I mean, honestly, that is. I don't care about their draft position. I care about them drafting the right person with whatever pick they have. Because we've seen on numerous times, we had the 15th pick, but you know what? We probably should have drafted the guy that was at 18. We drafted Jeff Okuda, number 3 overall. Probably should have drafted the guy that was number 7 that year, you know? So I don't care where we land in the draft. All I care about is once we're there, what we do with it.
The other good thing about it is the Lions have 2 first-round picks.
Right.
So and 2 second-round picks, and then 2 fourth, etc. Usually when you have that one pick and you're really just like, okay, this is that one pick. I got to get it right. We understand they never do. But when you have 2, now you can look at it. If you're number 2, if you're picking, and you can't get Aiden, and you get Kayvon, or you can't get Kayvon, and then you get Aiden, now you can use your draft capital. Now you can move up from the pick 25 or 24 where you're at. Now you can try to jump into. The Giants have 2 picks. I believe the Giants pick 5 and 7, or 5 and 9, 1 of the 2, something like that.
They could use a quarterback.
Now you can push up and get in that pick. By having 2 picks and having 6 in the first 3 rounds, that will help you even more. You don't have to be that perfect.
So I got a question for you as a former player. You played with the Browns, who had some rough teams. In a situation where you can add one player or trade that for understanding how to win and getting some momentum within your organization like the Lions have in this last month, which is more important?
Say it again. I apologize. I was looking for a charge with Sawyer.
So we're in a spot here where we're looking at, okay, are we going to be upset if we get the number 4 pick versus the number 1 pick?
Right. How much of a difference? Jesus.
But how much of a difference? I'm just saying if we win another game or so.
It's been a while, man. I'm excited.
It's okay. But let's say, in a team for a franchise that really needs to learn how to win but also needs players, what's the difference between having a slightly higher pick versus having these kinds of wins to catapult and take that momentum into the next season?
Yeah, I mean, what they're doing, like, the players play for the coach. The coach is excited to play with the manager. They guys work together. Yeah. The defense has played extremely well. He's already said that, you know what, he moved past Anthony Lynn as the offensive coordinator. They have done a lot of things in the last 6 months last 6 weeks that have shaken up the franchise. It's worked for them. They were in some games early. You start adding that up, man. If they pick 2, 3, 4, it doesn't matter. They're still going to have to get some people in free agency. Yeah. But when you have a product, when you have a organization that is working the right way, what's up, buddy? Let's do this. It is easier to get free agents.
Braylon, a man of the people here at the Brass Rail.
It's easier to get free agents to come into. What's going on? It's easier to get free agents to come in when you finish strong and they can see a product that they can believe in.
Right. And hear that, everyone at home. This is an NFL player speaking the truth. Whether you want that number 1 pick or we end up with number 3 or whatever, these wins are far more valuable.
I think I know one number 3 pick that was pretty damn good. His name's Braylon Edwards. So, if we're going to play this game, you can't pick at number 3 and get a good guy, say it to my man's face then.
No doubt.
Honestly.
So Braylon always would have looked good in Honolulu Blue.
So now that the draft stuff is covered, listen, get over it. We won the game. We're moving wherever we're moving in the draft. So let's move past that. Let's talk about today's game and what you saw out of this team. Because this is what it looks like when this team puts it all together. Jared Goff, 3 touchdowns, over 300 yards passing. There's a lot of stuff that went on today. Our defense pitched a shutout in the first half. The play calling, it wasn't stupid. We didn't go for it on 4th downs when we shouldn't have. Everything this was what happens when the team comes together like it should.
Stick, the best thing about watching the game today, the best thing that I watched, I observed, I watched the first, second, third quarter. I walked over here to hang out with you guys, do this show, and I called the second half of the 4th quarter. What I saw was the Lions won the first quarter, the Lions won the second quarter, the Lions won the third quarter, and the Lions won the 4th quarter. Yeah. It wasn't one of those wins where they won on some BS at the end, or they held on to a win. No, they bust ass.
They answered the call all day. All day.
100%. They answered the call. That's what I saw with the Lions today. And if that's who you are, if that's where your mental is, that says a lot about what you can be when you start adding more pieces. Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes. Oh, boy.
And this is what I was talking about with everybody that was afraid for them to win. No, this is how you learn to win. This is how you lay that foundation for the next year moving forward. Because if you don't learn how to win ever, you're never going to be able to handle those in-game situations.
So much more valuable.
Today was probably arguably the biggest Lions win in the past 3 years.
Yeah, so much more valuable than a couple spots in the draft.
So I'm about to disappear on you guys. I got to go party, but I want to say one thing. I disagree. It wasn't the biggest win in the last 3 years.
Okay.
This has been the biggest win in the last 20 years.
Oh, wow.
This has been the biggest win in the last 20 years for a multitude of reasons. But this has been the biggest win. And frankly put, you beat a team that was tied for the league record. They were desperately trying to get a win in the NFC, so that they didn't have to go to Lambeau, so they didn't have to go to Dallas, so they didn't have to go to Tampa Bay. But guess what? They didn't get it done. They put all their cards on the table, and the Detroit Lions say, you know what? The hell with you. Today is our day. It's going to be our day. This win is going to send shockwaves throughout the Detroit Lions franchise.
My man's giving me goosebumps over here. Let's go, Braylon. Stop that. Stop that.
I'm out.
Thank you so much, Braylon. Michigan legend Braylon Edwards. And, of course, on every day on the Woodward Sports Network, you can catch him, Ryan Armani, and Maz with the bottom line from 2 to 4 o'clock. I mean, it's a celebratory thing going on down here. We got DJ Q in the mix. We are at the Brass Rail. This is where we do every post-game show. So if you're ever down here live for a post-game, come on. My cheeks are starting to turn a little rosy from...
He's just seen this guy when I walked in.
Oh, my God, yeah. Dude.
But, cheers to you for not letting me talk Michigan, Spartan and Wolverine football with Braylon.
There's time for that.
I wanted
There's time for that. But like you heard Braylon say.
Today's pretty amazing, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like you heard Braylon say. This
is for the Lions.
In the past 20 years, this could be their biggest win. I don't know about that, but I definitely know at least within the past 3 years.
Yep.
And... So, yeah, let Michigan State, fine. This is about the Lions right now, and I love it.
In our first win, it looked like we might be able to win, I said that this is like the career game for our coach right now. I was wrong. That was today,
Okay.
Because we didn't sneak one by.
Nope.
We answered the call all day long. Our defense got a little bit healthy. Harris has been a monster for 2 weeks. Reese Maben was making plays all over the place. And you know what I loved? We rushed the passer with 4, 5, 7 guys on third down, fourth down. We did not let Kyler have all day. And that was a difference to me. Because as much as it was important to keep the defense off the field, to control the ball and dominate time of possession, which we didn't turn the ball over. At the end of the day, that was my key to victory, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many today because, like I said, every facet clicked. I mean, we had a few fumbles, which obviously you want to clean up and all that.
But we won the
turnover battle,
and that's really what matters to me.
Yeah, that is what matters. But you still want, you want to take away some things that you can clean up because you don't just want to throw your hands up and be like, we did it.
How many interceptions did Jared throw today?
Jared, I believe it was a donut.
And how many TDs?
Was it 3 or 4 at the end?
I believe we ended up with 30 points.
Yeah.
So 3 touchdowns, 3 field goals.
Oh, it feels good. Our kicker looked good.
Yeah.
Our kicker looked good. Jack Fox, always looking good, sir. You are the best.
Who would have thought that we'd end up with a place kicker from the University of Memphis who's perfect on the season?
I don't care where they're from.
Our kicking game is pretty solid here as we finish up the season.
Ron Burnett saying the team plays hard for these coaches. They just need more talent, and I think that's what everybody I think. You know that, right?
The composure and the will today of this team spoke to me as a very well-coached squad. They're inspired to play for this guy regardless of their record, and that's all that we can ask for as Detroit Lions fans.
Yeah. I like the aggressiveness coming out in this game. I really did. We put forth our best foot against the LA Rams, right? I felt like that game we let out every trick in the bag. We were trying to, they wanted to desperately win that game.
Yep.
And we didn't see that in games after that. We didn't see the aggressive onside kicks, the trick plays, the stuff like that. This game we did, so it seems like anytime we're playing a top-ranked team, we're going to bring out all of our best, which I want to see that against crappy teams.
It's a lot easier to pull those tricks off when you've got the lead.
That's true.
It really changes the whole landscape of the game.
But part of the reason they had that lead was because they were aggressive.
Absolutely, but they stayed with it, and things that we've watched backfire for them throughout the season paid off big time today. You know, and I felt, if anything, it was a complete role reversal. You saw the Cardinals constantly in trouble with penalties, constantly with 1st and 15 or bigger.
Right.
So many personal fouls on their defense.
Yeah, I mean, they had back-to-back roughing the passers on
30
Jared
yards
Goff.
on one drive.
Yeah, and plus the plays, too, were like 20 and 15 on those, too. Yeah. So those were like, you know, that moved us down the field 70 yards within 2 plays.
2 4th down stonewallings in the red zone.
But, I mean, isn't that kind of poetic, though? Like, okay, Lions, poetic. Did we thank them for going for it on 4th down and leaving those points on the table? Yes, we did. Learn from that. And that's what I've been saying all season long. You are doing teams a favor when you go for it on 4th down, and you shouldn't. Yeah. There are times you should go for it. I'm not saying never go for it. But every time it was getting a little ridiculous.
If we don't take those field goals and we go for it on 4th, and we don't get it, or let's say we get a little bit, but it doesn't turn into points, how different is the makeup of this game in the 3rd period, or in the 3rd quarter?
Yeah, I mean,
the
Lions,
psychological factor of what we did to them with those kind of plays, I thought was really instrumental in us winning. Kyler Murray looked rattled all game long. You know?
Looks like we have a guest popping in here.
I'll be talking to you.
Hey, what's going on, man?
How you doing?
Good. What's your name?
Carlos Campos.
Where are you from, Carlos Campos?
Farmington Hills, Michigan.
Were you at the game today?
I was.
How did it feel inside Ford Field?
Absolutely electric.
Was it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Did you predict that this was going to happen?
Not at all. It was a shock.
Yeah, because that's what I was saying all game. Like, holy hell, this is happening. Like this, I've been saying this is like, I felt like I was losing my virginity. Like I just couldn't believe it was happening, and it felt good and right.
Yes, absolutely. It was something that I probably could not have predicted, no matter what.
It's your first game of the season. You're a season ticket holder. You've been to many.
This is my 2nd game regular season. I went to a preseason game as well.
Okay.
So first win ever, though, me going to a Lions game.
Cool.
So
nice.
That was awesome.
Well, you got to come back and keep it up for them.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You're the missing link, clearly, so you must go.
Apparently.
How were your seats?
They were all right. We were up in the 300s, up on the infield or end zone. So
with the real fans.
Absolutely.
And now everybody stick around until the final whistle.
Yeah, a lot of people around us. Yeah.
That's good. That's
absolutely
good. We didn't see a whole lot of that this season.
Yeah. Who are you here with?
I'm here with these guys right here. Some really good friends from college, so it was a great time.
What college?
Eastern Michigan University.
All right.
Eagles.
There we go.
Yes,
shout out
Eagles.
to our very own Corey Woods, who went to Eastern. Yeah, man.
There you go. Go Eagles.
We'll go grab some drinks, hit on some chicks, and celebrate the day. We're popping champagne.
W, guys.
Go Eagles, go Lions.
There it is.
Absolutely.
So we are live at the Brass Rail. This is where we do every single post game for the Detroit Lions, home and away. And it's crazy. We only have one more home game this year. Which
that's it.
January 9th against the Packers.
Man, these were starting to get hard, even though they're so much fun with you.
Right.
But they've gotten real easy lately, haven't they?
You know what? This is what we've been waiting for all season. Like the first, I mean, how many losses did we have before we got a win? What, 10, 11?
Yeah, I believe.
The first 11 weeks of the season, it was tough to get through these post games, but here we are. We got another guest sitting down with us. What's up, man? What's your name?
What's going on, Brandon? How are you doing?
Good. Where are you from, Brandon?
Good. I'm from Grand Blanc.
Grand Blanc? All right.
I love the sweater, man. The sweater's awesome.
Appreciate that, man.
Oh, it's so awesome, man.
You know, I figured like I could either wear it today or Sunday of next week, but that was after Christmas, so I was like, you know what? I'm wearing it today, but I may have to wear it both weeks since we won.
Man, you're in the spirit. Yeah, like I said, you got a W, man. You gotta sport that.
I love it. So you were at the game?
Yes, I was at the game.
How did it feel, man?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
What was your favorite part?
Favorite part was, I mean, we dominated the whole game.
Yeah.
You got to imagine, we dominated the whole game. First half, second half, I mean, I think you got to go to the bottom. We just dominated the whole game.
Yeah, it felt good. Now, is this your first game of the season?
First game going to the season.
Cool.
Otherwise, I just sit at home, watch it. But, it's been hard to go to a game this season. But
Not today, my friend. Not today.
I picked the right game.
Yes, you certainly did.
Yeah.
You brought the mojo with you, I believe.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's what it is. Normally, I bring the rain, but I guess I brought the W this season.
Now, you're a lifetime Lions fan?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
Born into it.
Excellent.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we all are.
I feel your pain, man, but these are the moments we live for.
We live for W's.
That's right.
Whenever
No
we
doubt.
can get them, whenever they are, whenever they may be, we get them.
Right.
doubt.
Right.
And it feels good. And that's what I think, like, teams that are always successful, they don't know what this feels like. They don't know what it's like to be awful and upset the number one team in the league. We do. We know what that's like.
When one win can feel so damn good.
Right.
Yeah, you look at the second team in the NFC, and you're just like, there's no chance. No chance. And all my buddies that I was with earlier today were just like, there's no chance. No chance. And all of a sudden, we pull it off, and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
It feels good, doesn't it?
It feels great.
It feels great.
Like you said, no other team actually ever notices that.
Right,
So,
right.
Yeah.
I was. There was a stat up on the board, like of any times. I think it's happened 13 times within the past some odd years, where the number one team in the league or someone tied for the lead in the league, and the last place team play, and the record is only 2-11 for the losing team. We bucked the trend tonight, man.
Hey,
that's what we do. We ruin seasons. That's all we do.
And we ruin lives too, because I was having this conversation with somebody at the bar, and he was like, the one time I bet against the Lions, this is the shit I get. And it's like, yeah, man, that's a very Lions thing to do.
Listen, if you always bet against the Lions, you always win, because you either win money or your squad wins.
Did they cover though? I don't remember.
They were getting 12
They
and a
were
half.
12-point underdogs.
Yeah, they did win. Holy shit! What the
they
fuck
won
am I
the money line.
Am I allowed to swear? What the fuck am I thinking? Yeah, they fucking what? Okay, cool. Yeah, they fucking beat them. Okay, cool. Yeah, no.
Well, awesome, man. Well, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Go do some shots, have some fun, and celebrate this Lions victory.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because we don't get them often, but you know what?
Nope.
Damn it, we got them today.
Really hoping we get that Pistons victory a little later, my man. Take care. Yep.
Let's go to some of the tweets that I pulled out. Like, this was during halftime. You know how we do, because normally, we get the crowd reaction of people being upset and stuff like that.
I'd like to see them today, because they got to be 180 different.
It was oddly like positive. Of course, Foxy from McAfee's show. This is the best. What is happening in Detroit? Let's go. And then who we got next? Terry Foster. I'm a little confused. Which team is trying to clinch a playoff spot again? Lions 10, Cardinals nothing.
Crazy.
And then Logan said, me right now, second overall pick, it's still good, right? And this is what I was talking about earlier. People going back and forth. Don't worry about the pick. That will happen. Life will play out. Like, go back and watch the Jordan documentary. He didn't care about what draft pick.
And let's be honest.
They wanted to win. Win.
Let's be honest. If we end up with the second pick and we default get Hutchinson, we don't have to hear anybody cry about taking this guy or that guy.
No.
I'll take the dubs.
And I don't care if we win 2-3 more games and we wind up picking 6. We got a hell of a player in Panay Sewell this year.
End the season on a win streak. Take that momentum in next year. I'm all for it.
What else we got for the tweets? I want to see a couple more of these. I know there's some funny ones going on. Anthony Broom, our buddy from Wolverines.com. The Lions are winning games to save Adrian Hutchinson's career, or Aiden Hutchinson's career. I thought that was kind of brutal. That's kind of a shot, but, if he goes number one. And then Free Press, I thought, won the day with this tweet. Halftime, Lions 17, Cardinals 0.
Well played.
No, this account was not hacked.
Well played, Detroit Free Press.
And then even BetMGM got in on it today. The Jets, the Lions, the Texans, all coming to ruin everyone's parlays. Because, think of how many survivor pools got ruined today.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness. And then Barry Sanders even got it. Amazing first half. Now all we have to do is finish at home against a dangerous team. Let's roar and support the team at Ford Field. Like, Barry's not normally tweeting like that during the games.
No. I love what a devoted Lions fan he still is. When we get a couple of good games or a little stretch, you always do hear from Barry.
All right.
Still bitter?
I have some issues with Barry Sanders.
Hey, I got no issues with Barry or Megatron. I get it, gentlemen. I get it.
I think he's one of the greatest of all time. Greatest running back ever.
Greatest.
Yeah, okay.
The greatest.
That's fine, but he's still retired by sending a fax from Europe, and I'm still a little butthurt by that, and that's all right.
Yeah,
hey, ladies. Oh, yeah, my man's back.
He's back.
We got a guest joining us right now. What's your name, sir?
Bryce Sykes.
Where are you from, Bryce?
I'm from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
All right, go blue.
Go blue.
You see Braylon Edwards walking around here, too?
Yeah, I saw that. That's awesome.
Nice, man. Were you at the game?
I was at the game, yeah.
All right, describe the game from your point of view.
It was electric, man. It's awesome seeing the Lions W for once. It was awesome.
How many games do you go to?
This is my first one. I actually go to college up in Western Michigan, so it's my first time in Detroit today, yeah.
Go Broncos.
Yeah, first time all year.
Oh, do you go to Western Michigan?
I go to Western, yeah.
There's some good times over Western, my friend.
I'll tell you this much. Kalamazoo College was also kind to me back in the day.
Nice.
Those are good times up in Western, baby.
Yeah, the West Coast, they know how to do it over there.
We're getting sidetracked. Let's talk to him about the Lions. What was your favorite part about the game?
prior to the interception in the third quarter, that was awesome.
Huge.
Electric.
Great hands.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Probably
Mario
the best part.
Warrior has played out of his mind. He had a couple other big plays today, too.
Oh, yeah.
But him cutting off A.J. Green, and you could see Kyler Murray going like, come back. But the angle he took on that ball was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to be making it back for our final home game of the season? Bring back your winning mojo?
I mean, I hope so, man.
Yeah, we hope so, too. We need another one.
We need it.
For sure. So you're a lifelong Lions fan?
Yeah, I have been, yeah.
We're born into it, as he mentioned earlier.
Yeah, we're born into it for sure.
Yeah, welcome to hell.
Oh, yeah.
I'm your captain, and it's awesome. We love the Lions. So thank you, man, for sitting down.
Thank
Go
you.
do some
Appreciate
shots, have some fun.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at the Brass Rail, the hot corner down in Detroit, and we've talked about this. What's it going to be like if we get a home win at the Brass Rail, and boy, it's bumping.
This is what it's like. We got
It is
champagne,
bumping,
we
man.
got,
If
ice
you're
on
in
deck.
Detroit, still get your ass over here.
Yeah, there's still time. We're going to be hanging out, and there's a Pistons game going on tonight. So this is half Lions win, half Pistons pregame action going on at the Brass Rail. This lady popping her ass. All right, I'll take it. Nick Leach, you want to sit down? Nick Leach is here. Our social media master and also the host of, everybody calls him the Motor City Commish. Motown Commish, right?
Okay, the commissioner is here.
The Commish. What's up, baby?
Motown Commish, baby. Holy hell, what a football game, boys.
You were there. You went with your friends, right?
Yes, sir. Let's go. I got to go to every game now.
You do. I think everybody, like, whatever you did today, everybody, repeat it next Sunday. Like, if
Same
you got
drawers, everything.
Don't even wash your underwear. Don't wash your socks. Don't even take a bath this entire week.
Don't even take them off.
Right. Actually, I'm going to be wearing this for an entire week until we lose. So, Nick, what was it like inside Ford Field?
Dude, so, like, honestly, like, it was a little bit dead, right? I mean, we've seen Ford Field at capacity before, right? So, It was definitely a little bit quiet. I'd say it's probably about 75% full, but I mean, after that first quarter, people realized, like, holy hell, we might have something special happening today. But when that guy went in, Mbukwe fumbled happened, I was like, oh, shit, here we go. Like, here we go. But Amani Warrior, like I said in the preseason, dude, I was like, this guy's going to be a Pro Bowler by the time the season's done and over with. And that guy is absolutely playing like it.
Isn't it crazy? Him and Jacobs are future at cornerback, and, you know.
While Okuda's at home.
Right. That's what's crazy. You could spend that number 3 overall pick, and you won't get the same quality that you get with a better pick in a later round. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, but then look who you had step into today. You had Mfatu Melifonwu step back in the lineup, and didn't seem like he missed a beat whatsoever. Dude, that defense was lights out today. I mean, I know Jalen Reeves-Maven has had his knock all season long. That dude was all over the field today. It was unbelievable.
I got a question. You said that the first quarter, people weren't that excited, that the crowd wasn't into it yet. By halftime, people had to know, like you said, something special might be happening. Was there belief on your end at halftime? Did you think this was going to happen?
I knew the Cardinals were getting the ball to start the third quarter, right? I was like, if the Lions come out and make a big stop in the third quarter, I was like, we got something going on our hands, and sure enough, they did. Went back down the field, scored a couple points, and then here we go. I knew it was on from there, but obviously it's the Lions, right? So you can't ever sit there and say that, you know, it's game over, game win. We were in the group chat together with everyone from Woodward Sports, and Corey was like, even with 6 minutes left, he was like, they're gonna win.
Right.
I was like, dude, Corey, shut the hell up. Take that back. I was like, we don't need that right now.
Yeah.
They like to lose poetically. That would have been very poetic, but today it wasn't in the cards, man.
There was a couple Cardinals fans here at the Brass Rail watching it, and
they boogied,
They just kept saying, like, what is going on? This team isn't good. This team isn't good. And it was like they were in denial, almost like we were, that we were about to win. Like, what is going on?
The only team that wasn't good today was Arizona.
That's right.
Well, here's something funny for you. So I saw Neil Rule in the bathroom at halftime, and we were sitting there talking. No, I mean, that's all that happened there. We were just having a conversation. But I said there's one team every year that's kind of your frauds. Last year was Pittsburgh. Everyone knew Pittsburgh wasn't as good as they were after the first 11 games. They were undefeated. Everyone's like, there's no way this team's an undefeated football team. I think you have that here with the Cardinals. They're not as good as everybody thinks they are.
When Kyler Murray's hurt, their offense is bad. When he doesn't have that escapability, they're almost useless. Because you saw it a couple times today during the game. He got outside the pocket. He had chances to scramble. He just didn't have the speed to do it. And when you take that away from a Cliff Kingsbury offense, that's pretty much why they shipped Josh Rosen out of town, besides he sucked at everything else. But he wasn't mobile, so he didn't fit into the offense. So when you take that mobility out, not a good offense.
Not to mention Harris being up his butt all day. The Lions drew up, dialed up serious pressure today. I thought that was a huge difference.
I mean, Aaron Glenn has to look like the assistant coach of the year. I don't even care. I get the record. I get the record. But what this defense has done this year with a lot of guys that
shorthanded, big time.
Well, shorthanded and guys that you never thought in a million. Jerry Jacobs, undrafted rookie, coming in and playing like a Pro Bowler. Like, it is unbelievable what this defense has done this year. And I get people are like, oh, what do you mean? What have they done? That they've only won 2 games. Like, they've been in a lot more games, and they're playing hard still through the end of the year. It's like, I get people are like, and for anybody, I know Stick tweeted it out during the game. Here come all the people that said, oh, if you lose.
I've already addressed them on the show. Don't worry.
Hey, I'm going to address you again. You play to win the football game.
That's right.
That's
hello.
Hello. You play to win the game.
Right.
You don't sit there and. I think Cliff Kingsbury said it, and he's like, if you get guys playing this hard late in the year when there's nothing left on the table, what is that saying about your coaching staff?
You said it. Absolutely. That's a great point. We talked about a little bit at the beginning of the show. And when you have a team that's got no wins and has performed the way they have over the last month, it's again, more valuable than a little bit of a higher draft pick.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's even people that were sitting behind us. You know, they didn't go for it on the 4th and 2 to start the game, and then they took the delay game, and then the outside kicker's like, well, why wouldn't you just go for it on the 4th and 2? And like, that's like, honestly, admittedly, I could like, all right, clean stuff up like that. Maybe if you're gonna go for onside kick, you might as well just go. Yeah, your percentage to get it on the 4th and 2 is a lot better on the onside kick nowadays. Right. So like, that stuff I get, but at the end of the day, it's like, there as a fan, let's go, let's do the damn thing. I'm up for any type of surprises. I don't really care at this point. This time of year, who the hell cares? Right. Go out and get the win.
Pull it all out, baby.
It's fair to say Kingsbury got massively outcoached today, no?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I get you didn't have DeAndre Hopkins, but I mean, you still had James Conner. I know James Conner's beat up a little bit too, but who's beat up more than the Lions secondary?
I was going to say, we didn't even have either of our starting 2 running backs, so I don't want to hear about beat up. We didn't have Hawkinson today. Come on.
They don't have Nuke, and all of their guys after that are still better than our top, you know.
I'm telling you, dude, Craig Reynolds.
The plumber, baby, the plumber.
That guy might have solidified, like down the stretch here, he might have solidified himself as the number 2 running back on this team moving forward. It's hard to argue against it.
Yeah, that's what somebody put in the chat. The only thing I'm mad about today's game is how long was Reynolds on the practice squad.
Yeah, I mean, I think going after the first half games, like you had
corner.
You had.
Sorry, we get distracted by some of the chicks walking in here.
I mean, that's understandable.
It is understandable.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But what? He had 28 carries, 112 yards.
Did he go 112, huh?
Yeah.
Nice, hitting the central mark. And that's nearly 200 yards over 2 weeks. I call him a plumber because of his super average name, but he's not been average these last 2 weeks. What a find to be able to pull off your practice squad when your strength of your team all season has been these young running backs, and you're able to just refuel them with a D-back and a guy off the practice squad. Amazing.
So with saying that, what's the common denominator to having that? An offensive line. That is the bottom line to me.
I got something about that. So sitting at the football game today, I did not realize how big Penei Sewell was.
Oh, he's a beast?
I did not realize how big that dude is. He is an absolute, and how quick that guy moves.
Yeah, improving every week too.
Yes.
Yep. But that's the thing. When you have an offensive line like that, you can plug in a bunch of guys because they're not getting contact till 2-3 yards down the field. So any running back, I'm not saying any running back, I guess, but like look at kind of the Dallas Cowboys. Like Zeke gets hurt, you plug in Pollard, and it's okay because you have that dominant offensive line. Look at the Colts, for instance. Jonathan Taylor obviously has taken them to the next level, but last year you got a Naheem Hines, you got a Marlon Mack. When he's healthy, he was running for 1,000 yards. So when you establish that offensive line, which the Lions have, you allow yourself to bring in these guys constantly and just keep going. Then once we finally hit on a guy like Swift, it's going to be a game over.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, not to obviously, too, I know there's been a lot of critics about Jared Goff this year, but he's looked pretty good since Josh Reynolds got here. I mean, you can't sit there and say it hasn't.
You said the name right there. Josh Reynolds finally gave him a big target that he was comfortable with. That made all of the guys like Raymond and St. Brown so much more effective. And nobody's even mentioned the fact that we had no TJ Hawkinson today.
I already did, but that's okay.
I didn't hear it, man. This was amazing.
We got a Cardinal fan here. We got to talk to a Cardinal fan and find out how they're feeling. My goodness.
I will sub myself out there.
Tap this chick in. I want to talk to this chick. So, yeah, we are live at the Brass Rail, what we do every post game. Yeah, we got to talk to her. I feel like she's a lot of fun. Hey, my man with the dreadies. All right, we just had an influx of Cardinal fans come in.
And they're coming in pretty happy. I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah, you look very happy. What up, man?
You know what? You know why I'm so happy? It's
How you
because the energy in Detroit is real. You guys won fair and square. Cardinals suck, but the energy here is live and on fire.
Are you from Detroit?
No, I'm from Arizona.
For real?
First time here?
First time here.
Oh, welcome, baby. This is
I got
Motown.
my whole Cardinals gear going on.
Oh, wow.
I love hearing people come into Detroit for the first time, giving us that kind of feedback, man. I love our Detroiters giving you guys, all kinds of welcoming
vibes,
love here,
right.
good vibes, and you guys are returning it. Great to see you guys still down here even after the loss.
This city is on fire.
I love that you love it.
So you're from Arizona?
Yes.
Why are you here in Detroit? Just to go to the game?
Yep, we're all here to go to the game. Our best friend lives here. He's
Okay.
a doctor here. One of them.
One of them?
And we're all staying to MGM Grand, so anybody wants to come party, that's where we'll be tonight.
Oh, God. All right. Don't threaten me with a good time.
So you're a lifelong Cardinals fan?
Lifelong. Since day one.
Are you guys going to make the playoffs?
After today? I hope so.
Yeah, I think you guys will still be safe.
Yeah, you'll be fine. But yeah, I love the energy you guys are bringing. Welcome to the Brass Rail. Go do some shots, have some fun.
Love you guys.
That's DJ Q in the mix. He'll play whatever you want, all right?
Love you guys.
Enjoy
I
our
love you
city.
too. Man, what a good time. What a good time. I love victory parades down here. Parties or parades.
This is from the Victory Parade 89. I've been waiting all day to say that.
That is a sweet t-shirt.
Thank you.
Is that real or is it a reprint?
Oh, this is real, Mo. I'm not taking my shirt off, or my jacket.
Did you get that from a vintage
shop? Because it's so small. I had it when I was a kid. But yeah, Detroit is hyped today. Huh?
Oh, there it is, ladies. There it is. All right, we just lost 40 watchers. That's all right.
But yeah, it's a hype day downtown Detroit. We talked, and I'm ad nauseum here, about how crazy the Brass Rail would be at a home victory, and it is. And it's not over yet. The Pistons play at 6. Awesome day in Detroit today, man.
And you know what? We got another guest here who, this is what? Here, adjust your mic a little bit. There you go.
So last home game we had this guy, right?
Yeah, last home game we were talking to you.
Minnesota.
How was today's game?
Unexpected.
Unexpected?
Yes, most certainly. I expected us to be hot garbage, honestly.
Well, and the Lions are officially 2-0 when you appear on Woodward Sports.
Hey, we got something brewing here, I guess.
We do. What was your favorite part of the game?
Honestly, right from the kick, the fact that we got on the board right away.
Yeah.
And we were able to keep them, and we had them kick, punt 3 and out first series. It made the whole momentum just flow instantly. Yeah. I mean, like I said, totally blindsided by that.
He's exasperated right now.
Very
Look at
much
this.
so. Very much so. I expected no chance at a win.
You know what's cracking me up the most about you is that you get dressed up like this for every Lions game, and in real life, I bet you he's like a lawyer or an accountant or something. I don't know what you do for a living, sir, but I'm pretty sure that this is your alter ego.
I sell crack.
Oh, all right. I know some people.
It's a hot seller in Detroit.
Oh, man.
How did you recover from that?
I don't know. So speaking of crack, the seams in the line today were amazing.
Hey, we've been averaging 5.2 yards a run since week 6. So keep it out of Goff's hands. Keep doing what they do.
You can't say that today, though. Goff was like over 3. He looked awesome today.
Can we call him Craig Ironhead Reynolds from now on?
You're going Ironhead? Here, I believe this is a nice little touchdown here. Look at that. I mean, Reynolds with those hands.
Bro, he looks really, really good in a Lions uniform, and he has transformed the effectiveness of the receiving corps.
Yeah.
Almost overnight.
Right.
I was going to say both Reynolds.
Yeah, for sure.
Both of them been making big plays for a few weeks now. You get people in the lineup with hunger.
Hey, I like the way you say that.
Some stuff can happen.
A lot of hunger, a lot of thirst on this team, but they're starting to get a full belly finally.
It's good to see them trending. Like, I would rather have this ending than this beginning and then them go crappy. Like, I like that they're trending up.
Oh, you mean the normal stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Starting out, giving us hope, and then ripping our hearts out at the end of the season.
Right.
No, this is kind of like preseason. This is what we were talking about. As long as they were trending up by the end of the season, I think we would all be happy with the Lions.
100%.
I'd much rather have a shit season that ends well than have my hopes dashed in week 8, you know?
At least give me something hopeful going into next season.
Exactly.
Yep, and I'm hopeful now. I've seen a lot this game. I saw nothing last game, but I think everybody knew that was just kind of a give-up game. Here's the first touchdown. How about Amon-Ra St. Brown? Can we talk about this young man for a second? I mean, coming into this game, the prior 2 weeks, he had 18 catches, 10 last week, 8 the week before. He had 6 for like 72 and a touch at halftime of this game. Yes, this kid's going to be special, especially if we can surround him with the right wide receiver.
He filled that Hawkinson role today beautifully. The last 2 weeks, honestly.
Agreed, but if we get an actual number 1, you throw him at 2 or the slot here in the future, I mean, he's dangerous.
Absolutely.
He's got some great hands.
Honestly, a guy with his kind of draft capital should not have gotten the experience and understanding of the game that he has this season. It's going to pay off long-term for us big time.
Right.
Yeah, here was a nice rollout to Kabinda, and I love that Dan Campbell feeds his fullback like that.
He keeps him happy.
He loves keeping Kabinda happy, and you heard, I think it was like the second week in the season, Dan Campbell was like, if I needed somebody to punch someone in the face, I know I could go ask Kabinda to do it.
Yeah.
So that you can tell that's this guy's going to be a Lion for a long time.
Yeah, that football's going up on his mantle for sure.
Another beautiful thing was Campbell didn't make any let's make it harder on you calls today.
It was a role reversal all day long. You saw the Cardinals doing that, in fact.
Yes, 100%.
And what we did to them in that first quarter with barely letting them even touch the ball and then following it up with the goal line stand with no points, they were shell-shocked. They didn't know how to rebound from it in a, mentality-wise. And you saw it in Kyler's approach in the second half, and they got out-coached, outplayed, and out-willed today.
100%. When you can chase Kyler out of the pocket and you still actually get the sack on him, which happened 2-3 times today, just not typical Lion stuff.
Yeah,
you let him start wheeling, normally that's a 30-yard gash, 15-yard gash, a first down at least. They contained rather well today. Just a solid game plan all the way around. Personally, I think the Cardinals were looking at the Colts next week.
I couldn't believe that they took this game for granted like that, especially after losing to L.A. I thought you lost to L.A., all right, they're going to take it out on us. I thought, oh my God, listen, I got beat up by somebody my own size. I'm going to go kick the hell out of somebody smaller than me just to make sure I know I'm still a man.
I'm looking for Murray on the other team.
Exactly.
So would you say that for the Cardinals, it's a trap?
It was a trap game, Anson. It was a trap game.
I've been telling him all week.
Would you need some ice?
I've been sending him Admiral Akbar memes without, it's a trap. This was a huge trap game for the Cardinals. Like he said, they looked past the Colts and past the Lions to the Colts, and they paid the price for it.
Yeah,
they most certainly
it was a trap, and it was beautiful to be on the right side of it.
I just couldn't believe how crazy, how they didn't take us seriously. After you lose a game like that, you should be coming out with everything you have.
But let's be fair though. The Lions had a nearly 9-minute opening drive. Okay, and when you go nearly an entire quarter without even getting a chance to touch the ball, and then you go out as quickly as they did. I mean, they got the ball at their own 40 or our 40-yard line. They went 3 and out.
Right.
And so their offense doesn't even see the field for the most part in the first period or first quarter.
Right.
That changes the complexion and mentality of a team. I don't care who you are.
Most certainly.
They might have came in strong-willed and not overlooking us, but what we did to them emotionally and mentally in the first quarter took them out of the game.
Hold on, I got somebody special on the line. Thank you for joining us. I got to take this phone call. We're having a great time at the Brass Rail. I have Adam Baydoun on the line.
Boy.
Adam, are you there?
Anson, do you hear me, buddy?
Yeah, we can hear you, but I'm turning it off when you're talking so we can hear you better.
No worries, guys. Anson, man, I miss you, buddy. Hope you're doing great. Man, stick Anson. I don't even know where to start with that game. That was probably the most complete game of football I've watched in maybe 5 years, 6 years. And, I'm one of those guys, draft position is really not the most important thing. But you know what, man? I'm going to ignore all that shit today. That was really good. When was the last time you saw the Lions, control the game?
Well, you said it when you said complete game.
Right.
That's everything you put together right there. That's the focus, man. It was a complete game from start to finish.
I can't remember the last time we dominated from the first quarter to 0-0-0-0 on the clock. I honestly can't pinpoint that game in my head. And I don't know if you caught it earlier in the show, Adam. I said this was the biggest Lions win in the past 3 years. Braylon took that and said this was the biggest Lions win in the past 20 years.
Yep.
I'm with Braylon. I'm
What?
actually with Braylon, and I'll tell you guys why. Dan Campbell needed that today. And you guys know I'm publicly how I feel about Dan Campbell and this rebuild so far. But that is how you build a team. That is how you send a message. Not a luck win or, you play a game and another team is just playing so much worse than you. I'm not going to sit here and say the Cardinals played bad. I just think the Lions were so much better than them today. I'm not going to take the easy way out and say, oh, yeah, well, Kyler Murray struggled. No, he didn't. The Lions put a game plan together that contained him in the pocket, allowed the pressure to get there, and all the receivers were covered. And Warrior got another interception. It's unbelievable. That game is what you look to 2022 and say, you know what? That's our formula to win football games. Run the ball. Good offensive line.
No, I think you said it, man.
That's
I'm going to have to tune in on Monday to hear some Adam love for Goff and Campbell and the Lions, man.
Yeah, you got to give it up for Goff too. I mean, that's what's the craziest part about this. Every facet played well. Goff didn't make any mistakes. He elevated his wide receivers. He threw them open on occasion. The defense pitching a shutout in the first half. Special teams kicking field goals when we should be kicking field goals. It's very hard to pick apart anything that I didn't see this is the complete version that I want to see every game.
Yeah, Adam, what were you most surprised by for the Lions today?
I think what shocked me the most was outside of the onside kick, which I wasn't really too upset about, they made the right decisions from minute 1 to the final minute of the game. And I have never seen that. And guys, and please answer this. What game this year did you look at and say, you know what, I can take that into 2022? And I won't even say that the Vikings game counted. And that's why I had such the reaction I had. What's the game plan? Turnovers, bad decisions, waiting on the other team to collapse. No, this was a fundamental core, what do you want to call it, a Dan Campbell team that's going to look like, I don't care. All I know is what I saw today, if you translate and build a team around that, you look like the Browns, you may look like the Ravens. That's your mold. And Jared Goff, God bless him, he played a great game. You can't take it away from Goff. He was so efficient.
Yeah, well, Adam, I can't wait to hear you on the air tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Make sure you're waking up with the Morning Woodward show.
It's on the line.
Well, enjoy the night, buddy. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people
again,
in the chat were looking for your opinion on today's game. So I'm glad we're all in agreement. Finally.
I appreciate it, guys. Anson, we need to see each other soon, buddy. Take care.
It's good. It's great to talk to you, man. Enjoy the W today.
Yeah, see you later, Adam. Woo, man. And, all right, well, let's keep the guest train coming. Ponytail.
Yeah,
the world famous Ponytail is here.
Up, baby. 20, well, let's go, 30-12.
30-12.
Yeah. The celebrities are deep today.
Yeah.
We got a lot of them.
Did Braylon come on here?
He sure did.
That's my boy. As soon as he came in the door, he acknowledged the greatness of me, not himself.
A lot of greatness
You see
in
what I'm
Detroit
saying?
today.
That's right. 'Cause I'm the man around here. He used to be, but I'm his.
You write him a ticket ever?
Yeah, I know a couple of them.
Good. He's a Wolverine. You
Yeah.
gotta write him tickets.
Oh. Hey, you might not know the Wolverine. Which Wolverine? You talking about with the claws?
I'm talking about with the helmet, but
Okay. Yeah, that's my buddy, though. I've been knowing him for a long time.
So, Ponytail, what'd you think of the Lions win today, man? I know you're a Steelers guy, but...
Yeah, they won, too. They squeaked that win out, but the Lions, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That was an impressive win, convincing. And that little Ninja Turtle dude, Kyler Murray, all I kept yelling at the television, like, get that turtle, get that turtle. I can't stand that little dude. I hate short dudes, man. I want to choke one of them.
Well, we had Rocksteady and Bebop today for him. That's for sure, man.
Oh, yeah. Toe him up. And see, you know what? Like I told y'all before, the Lions ain't a bad team. They just have bad luck. They just got to get that together, man.
Yep.
They played damn good today, though.
They really did.
They really played good on
football,
defense.
Inspired football.
Yeah. I love that. They was playing good. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Now, Pittsburgh got to come out like that, too, because they was monkeying around today with that.
So do you
they got
guys...
all them turnovers and didn't do nothing with them. They was like...
Do you guys not write tickets after a Lions win?
No, I not.
It's Sunday, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
We don't
true.
work on Sunday. Yeah, but, sometimes we have some people working overtime, but I always tell them, don't come over here messing around. When I'm over here, when I'm in here, everybody's safe. Remember that. So everybody, I'm at the brass
like
level, everybody parks where they want.
That's
Even though I got a ticket last Sunday from the police, I was mad about it. Badge number 4232. When I see you, I'm gonna put it on you behind for real. I've been asking police officers all week who this guy was, because I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. Don't do that to me, dog.
Well, Ponytail, always a pleasure to talk to you, man.
Thank y'all, man.
Appreciate
love
you.
Detroit. I love you. I ain't never leaving this city, ever.
Hell no.
I ain't never been out of this city anyway.
When was the last time you saw this many smiles in Detroit?
Oh, man, 2000 something. Yeah. It wasn't this too soon, though. Anyway, I love y'all, man. Good game, man. That was a good win. And look, there's a bunch of Cardinal fans in the restroom just now giving me some crap, and I told them all to go sit on the toilet.
You got him today as a Lions fan, and you got him over time as a Pittsburgh fan, right?
Yeah.
You should have reminded him about the Super Bowl.
And I want people to know, I do like the Lions. I do like them. They going to get it together, I'm telling you. We ain't going to be talking Super Bowl just yet, but they got to get them games together where they can at least make it to the play. When they get to the playoffs, I guarantee you, the next time the Lions get to the playoffs, they're going to win that first round game. I guarantee that.
Ooh, right. I like that guarantee.
If that don't happen, I'm going to resign from the city. I'm going to retire from the city.
Now, that's one I'm going to bet against, because if the Lions win, I'm going to be ecstatic, and if they lose, the money about the only thing that'll make me be able to sleep at night.
Right.
That's about it.
Well, have a good one, Ponytail.
All right, y'all.
Man, what a great time down here at the brass rail. And dude, this was a great win. Front to back, side to side. We've talked about it several times.
Well, I want to ask you a question. We've asked everyone else. What was your favorite part of the game today?
It's tough, because I'm like everybody else. I don't anticipate the win happening. I didn't anticipate it being that way at the end, so I was waiting for it to fall apart. And when you're doing that, you can't really enjoy anything.
It's a diehard, man. I love it.
It's tough. The interception I thought was massive. The cutting off AJ Green like that just shows years beyond Owarie's what he is. I thought Jared Goff playing the way he did and getting up after getting hurt several times and playing and coming back in. That's his job. That's what he's supposed to do. But it's good that he did it. And actually, you know what? Here's my favorite part of the game. Now, it takes me a while because I'm a Libra and I like to weigh all things. This is how it rolls, and Mercury's in retrograde or some shit like that. My favorite part of the game, Jared Goff gets hurt. Goes out of the game. TB12 comes in for one game. Jared Goff comes back in. Fans cheer.
Awesome moment.
That was my favorite part of the game. Because now everybody feels a part of something, even though it was a half-filled Ford Field. When you have that support of the fans, it means so much to you as a player. And I'm not a player, I'm just a human. And I can only imagine what he felt when that happened. and why that would inspire him to take a big hit and come back out there. Because if you're going back out there for people who don't give a shit about you, you're not going to give it your all. So to me, the fans giving to the players and the players giving it their all back to the fans, that was probably my favorite part of the game.
Awesome. Yeah, that moment to me, when you look at this guy, and I've been watching him since Hard Knocks when he was in LA, talking about whether it was the east or the west, the sun comes up. Guy that tasted a lot of success early on, and I feel like his confidence has just been a slow roll down a muddy hill since then.
Right.
And he got no opportunity to build his confidence up until maybe the Minnesota game. But today, he led this team.
Yep.
He received the love of the Lion Nation, and he came out with a sterling, uncontestable win. I mean, they dominated from start to finish, and to hear the Lions fans embrace a quarterback for the first time in how long has it been? That was an awesome moment for me, but I got to say, I preferred the first goal line stand. Okay. I thought for sure they were putting points up. I thought for sure this was just going to, our lead was going to be erased. And that's not what happened. And that wasn't even the only goal line stand. We had two today. We held them to two field goals in the red zone. Also,
they were within the 10-yard line 3 times and came away with 6 points.
Yeah, the first one, though, was just so unexpected for me. And that was really that point in the day where I was like, okay, the trap is sprung. The trap.
Well, on to the next one, right, buddy?
Yeah, who do we got next?
I don't care. I don't care this week. It doesn't matter. We can beat anybody you put in front of us because we just saw it live at Ford Field today. And that's how I feel any given Sunday, baby. I think they made a movie called that because that's what happens. You never predict this stuff, ever. No. But I want to thank Sawyer for being here, hanging out late. We went a little longer today because we celebrating around here. Oh, we got the Falcons next. That's a winnable game. That's a winnable game. It really is.
2 in a row? Dare say it?
Well, the Lions are what? 2-1-1 in their last 4.
They are a winning team over the last month.
That's crazy. Yeah, and if we go on the 16-game schedule, they're a winning team over a quarter of the season.
Hey.
And it's near the end of the season. That's okay. We're trending up. So thank you guys for watching the postgame live from the Brass Rail. Got to thank the Carpet Guys, our sponsor. Got to thank Truly. We got to thank Jim Beam and, of course, 8 Mile for making this all happen right here at the Brass Rail. If you're ever downtown, stop by here. It's a great place to watch the game, get some pizza, see some chicks, see some dudes, if that's your thing, too. Anson, good boy. And no, I love you, baby. We will talk to you later. Go Lions! We got the win. More champagne for everybody. I'm going to go do some shots at the bar. Have a great Sunday. I'll see you soon.
Enjoy that W.